Hi, my name is Lynn Cappuccino. I'm the Director of Revenue Operations at ToolsGroup, based out of Boston, Massachusetts, a global firm that provides supply chain software. And my job as Revenue Operations Leader includes many things, but including, of course, commissions. I've been running commissions now since 2022 here at ToolsGroup. And we started with Excel, and then we moved to Spiff, and now we've moved to Visdum. Well, with commission software, you always have to balance between having enough flexibility, which can lead to complexity, and the fact that you want it to be simple for your users and not too time-consuming for your admins, such as myself. So I've done everything from Excel for a long time, and then I tried Exactly for a while, and that was just too cumbersome. It's very large, and I've always been in mid-market companies. It was just too large an app for a mid-market company. I've also tried Spiff, which is now owned by Salesforce. And that was very pleasant for the user, but very difficult for the admin team. And so we decided to leave them recently and move to Visdum in this year. When we started our analysis of what we wanted, many of us in my company in finance and in sales ops had used other systems before. So there were a few that were off the table. I wasn't going to do Exactly. I wasn't going to do Spiff. Our head controller said she's never using Captivate IQ again. So I had to roll those to the side. And then we looked at G2 and other online sources for good ratings. And we started evaluating them, having demonstrations, meeting with their team. We knew we wanted something that would be easy to roll out quickly because we had a very narrow window between our commission payout cycles. We had quarterly cycles. So we started in January and it had to be paid out in April. So that was important, that you could stand it up quickly, that me and my team could understand it well and support and manage this without a lot of help. That our users would have a nice experience. And so when we got to the end, we picked Visdum. We just loved the people that we were working with, and the system has really performed. It's always interesting when you're looking at SaaS software. It looks very nice from the demo, and then you really do have to go behind the door to find out what's really happening in the system, because the structure of the data, the structure of the plans, and how they all interact is super important. Because you could buy a system where all of that is extraordinarily opaque and difficult to manage. I liked how I could see in Visdum, here's my data sets, here are my plans, here are the rules for those plans. And then I could see the calculations for each transaction. So the transparency of the system, and I think that it's elegant in the way that it's designed, has really helped us move forward quickly, because I understood what they were talking about and what Visdum has been talking about, and I was able to implement this very quickly. Well, I figured that integration with our CRM, which is Salesforce, would be table stakes, right? If you didn't do that, why are you in the commission business? But we did have a big scary part, which was integrating NetSuite. And I don't even have access or understand NetSuite myself, since I'm not in finance. And the fact that the Visdum team was able to do that integration with me, I could bring in my NetSuite internal expert, and the two of them worked it out. And I thought that was going to be impossible, but it worked beautifully. And that has saved us a ton of time, because in the past, I had to take reports from NetSuite, manually import them to my system, check the work, etc. And that's taken out a giant amount of time from the RevOps team. And so that was very important to me, that we could get NetSuite integrated and automated.